All right, here's a 1941 Corona Sterling. It's in a black matte, has kind of a bit of a texture in the on the exterior here, and then it has the speed lines. This is the original colors and look of this typewriter. It's got the round keys. I love the round keys. They're just so fun. So again, this is a 1941. Let's take a look at it. I love Sterlings. They're just a really, they're fun to type on. I don't know why. When I think of a classic typewriter, this is what I think of. Okay, let's take a look at it. First of all, I'm going to flip this guy up. And I'm going to show you back here. It's got this metal strip. And you'll see these clips on here, these metal pieces. They're actually removable clips. And that's what they look like. And you can put them, and you'll see all these grooves. And so what you need to do is you just slide them into one of those grooves. And that is your tab stop. And so all three of these come out. Your margins are right here, but let me put this back down and we'll look at the margins. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, we now have typewriter pads for you guys. Okay, so you can flip over this top and here's your margins set, and you just press and slide to wherever you want them. And I'm going to push them all the way out for now, and I'm going to release the carriage with one of these. Here's the carriage release levers behind the roll handles. Okay, so the carriage is going to move based on where you have your margins. So now I'm going to bring the margins in, release the carriage again, and you can see the carriage does not move as far because it's limited by the margins. All right, I'm going to put this right here. See this lever on the right? If you click that, it's going to center the carriage and then lock it. So you just press that, centered it, it's now locked. So if I try to move the carriage release, it's not going to move. To release it, just pop it over to the right. You have to push it to the right and it'll release that carriage lock. All right, I'm going to move the carriage to the left and let's open up the top. And in here you'll see the escapement and the ribbon spools. This takes a universal ribbon. We do sell universal ribbons on our Etsy shop, on our Facebook page, on our website. So whenever you need one. And we also do custom spools. So if you want to send us your spool and we'll roll the ribbon for you, we do that as well. Over here you'll see just some settings, and they're just numbers. That just determines how hard these type bars are going to strike your paper. Now this right here is called an escapement, and this is where anyway, it's this thing right here. This is also what, on this typewriter, it has what's called a floating shift, and you can see how the escapement moves up and down. On these older typewriters, it used to be when you hit shift, the carriage would go up and down and made it really clunky. And so when the floating shift came out, that was just, wow, that's really awesome. And I do prefer typing on typewriters that have a floating shift just because it's not as clunky. All right, I'm going to close that. Right here is your ribbon, not ribbon selector, your ribbon reversal. So you just flip that down when you want to reverse the direction because there's loads of ink in that. So when you get to the end of your ribbon, just reverse the direction and keep going back and forth till you've used up all the ink. Okay, this is your color selector, red on bottom, black on top. All right, let's go ahead and load a piece of paper and do some typing. So this one doesn't load it loads easily, but it doesn't catch right away. Okay, and I am going to move this over just a hair. And bring in my margins. Okay. Okay, so the number 1 is missing on here, and not that it's missing as in a defect. The older typewriters just did not use a number 1 because they used the lowercase l. So we're going to do 1941. And this is a Corona Sterling. All right, I'm going to switch that to black. And let's go ahead and just test out all the keys. On this one, the number 4 is a little sticky on this one, just so you know. Sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't. Oops. I really like how this feels as I'm typing. Let's do this. Okay, now let's do our red. Okay. This works really well. Like I said, the number 4 was a little sticky sometimes, and we've worked on that a couple times, but I think that's just going to happen on this. It's not sticking right now, but it had, well, there, now it sticks. So just so you know, but other than that, it works perfect. It works great. I love this. So this would be good for typing books, for, you know, poetry or whatever, but it's such a classic piece. I don't recommend this necessarily for a beginner or maybe for kids, but definitely for those of you who are avid writers, you're serious about writing, you want something that's very, that looks beautiful. It's going to be a nice addition to your office or workspace, but also can get the job done. So that'll be this one for you. You'll love it. Thanks so much for watching. Use the links below in our description to connect with us on social media or to take a look at this one in our shop. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.